Welcome back to my Let's Play of Romancing Saga 3. Last time around we helped the small village of Kidlantu with the problem they had with Algernon, and today we are going to go into the Thieves' Cave. I can say that I am not very looking forward to editing this video because the Thieves' Cave has a high chance of getting into a random encounter. Small thing to note, I still had some trouble with this game. Last time, after I did the Algernon quest, I did a proper save of the game and had a save state before I started the quest, i.e. where I had started the last episode. But my save file here disappeared, so I had to redo that quest. Overall, the difference is that Katarina did not learn Sweep Draw, and Nora and Ellen did not learn that Evade Tech. But overall, that Evade Tech isn't important right now. The important Evade Tech is this one. This is a slicing slash Evade Tech, and thieves are likely to use that attack a lot. Point of this side quest is that it and the Kidlantu quest have to be done in order to give you an option to eventually have Paul join your party if you want him to. The other side is that this cave can give us a nice amount of Aurum eventually. The top layer of the cave... The top layer is separated into 3 caves. Paul is in the middle one, but we're not going to go there yet. I'm going to mention something when I go in there. You're probably missing a chunk of the video right now because 4 thieves pretty much ganged up on me and I just decided to cut all of it out in one go. As I pointed out, I am not looking forward to editing this episode. Oh my god, it's enemies! Run, 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 run! Wimps. Anyway, over here is Paul. Please let me run away. I have a lover in Kidlantu. So you're Paul. I know Nina. Please don't tell her. Please just don't tell her. And we let him leave. As with the Algernon quest, the text can be a little bit different. If you do this quest before doing the Algernon quest, then Paul will tell you about his lover and beg you to let him go and, run away himself anyway. And we just let him because apparently he is not very happy with his thieving ways. Here's a small thing. If you fight the boss in this cave and then go into the middle cave, it'll be empty. The entire cave will be empty and Paul will be missing as well. This means that you would be incapable of asking Paul to join your party later on. Down here is the boss, and I'm going to... First thing I'm going to do is something I forgot in my previous playthrough of this quest. I'm going to take that club that we got in the previous episode and re-equip it on Nora because I forgot to do that last time. This is a moonstone sort of accessory. These are rings. If you remember what I said about full body armor, that's one of the things that you can equip with it. Overall, it's okay, but I don't always pay that much attention to magical damage or magical defense. I'm going to stop the video right now and just clear out the entire room except for the boss. So I'll see you in a minute or two. And I'm back. There were like 5 or 6 battles over here. One of the things they drop is either a broadsword or curved swords. I'm gonna mention something about curved swords later on. And somebody remind me to buy an EP when I'm in the city later on. Anyway, over here is the boss of the Thieves' Cave. If we talk to him, he says he'll give us 1000 Aurum if we just turn the other way and let him go away. You know, let him run away with all of his men. As with the other moments where money is involved, doing this increases our greed counter. We don't want to do that. Not for 1000, not for 2000, not even for 3000! After we refuse him a third time, I think I just forgot something to do with Nora again. Something to note. If you remember the Algernon battle, we pretty much had a sort of pseudo back row and front row of the cluster, and we were able to attack all of them. Usually that is not the case. Usually we can only attack the back row with certain skills like Tomahawk or with most bow skills. Over here I'm gonna have Robin use Snake Shot because it attacks the entire row. And yes, I forgot to give Nora the Tomahawk skill that Ellen has mastered. This would have made attacking the guy in the back much easier, because that's what we have to do. He will keep calling new thieves to fight us and defend them and block us, but the main reason is that we don't have to defeat all of the monsters or the enemies in the battle, just him. There will be more battles with this sort of idea behind it. The thing about Snake Shot is, it is lethal to frog enemies. If you use it on a frog enemy, the frog enemy instantly dies. That's just, you know, it's great. It works even on boss enemies that are frogs. As long as it's a frog, Snake Shot kills it, as Nora has just died. I'm glad that they attacked Nora, although she's already dead. That's something. Yeah, well, Robin is fast, as I mentioned in the beginning. Katarina herself is already pretty fast. So, if she has certain weapons, she can be even faster and more damage outputting. As you can see here, he has another back row thief. We're gonna use Snake Shot, and it should attack all 3 of them. At least that's what it did in a previous file. Is anybody gonna use Slicing Slash so I can prove that I can dodge it? Because last time when I said that, somebody used it on Nora. This is my second time recording it because I'm doing a different side quest afterwards, and there were some stronger enemies that killed me. Is he gonna be nice and not call in somebody in the front? He isn't! That is wonderful! So now we can just hit him as much as we want. That was easy. Plus, even if we refuse him, we get 2,000 Aurum. Along with the 500 we got earlier, that's pretty much 3,000. It's good enough. Also, now that we have defeated him, the entire cave is empty. And as I said, Paul would also be gone if we hadn't talked to him first. Something I want to point out. You see here, Nora's LP is down to 12 and it's now blue instead of black. This just shows that the LP is not at max. 10 is the usual standard LP that each character has. Nora has 14 and Robin has 9, so even if it's less, it's black because it's still full. The highest LP in the game is 36, I think, or 32, and the lowest I can think of is 4. The lower your LP goes, then it will change color. If it's like between 1 and 3, I think, it switches from blue to red, meaning that you have to heal the LP either through certain items or by sleeping at an inn. Otherwise, as I said, the character will permanently die until you have one of the gates closed. Except for the main character, if she or he dies, it's game over. This was a pretty short quest actually, so I'm gonna do the last quest. A quest that I already mentioned that every character has to do and will unlock a ton of other side quests. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check in with the blacksmith. See if I have gotten some more stuff ready. I also got some more blacksmiths together. There's one of the big houses in Pidona. There's one in Lipov. There's one in Faust. And I cannot remember where the rest are, if they are. I just got a halberd, which is a better spear. Right now I don't have a spear user. This is the death bow. We can't make that because we don't have a death fragment. We can create a falchion, which requires a curved sword to make, and the falchion is the only legitimate curved sword Harald can wear in his first slot, unless he is your main character. Since I'm not planning on getting Harald into my party, I'm not gonna get it for now. Here we can make the Francesca, for which we are gonna need a simple hand axe. Since I have 2 of those, I hope he took Nora's, and he did, because right now she's using the mace. Once you have had the blacksmith create enough accessories or weapons with you, one of these workers will show up. You can then create or buy one of the weapons or accessories again, although you will still require the item. Right now these are the items that didn't require anything, but once we have the Francesca, we can buy one again, but it requires another hand axe as a sort of trade. I'm not thinking of getting anyone with normal swords into my party yet, so I'm just gonna... I don't think I need the battle hammer for anything later. These are spirit stones. They are sort of like magic spells, but they are used like items. So if you use it and equip it, it doesn't actually require any MP or TP to use. It's basically like a salve or a soft potion. To start the quest that we have to do in the Devil King's Palace, go in here, which is Thomas's house, and this guy accosts us every time until we have finished this side quest, I think. As I pointed out last time, Sarah's in the middle. I'm not gonna get her this time, because while I am not thinking of getting Paul to join my party, Paul is a decent bow user, and he is stronger and with more HP than Sarah, but to get Paul to join, the three conditions are: you have to have talked with him in the Thieves' Cave, you must have rescued Nina from Kitlanto, and you must have closed an Abyss Gate. Wait, I think I already said that. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. Hey Thomas, want to join my party? I still have to do work for my father, so I cannot go with you. Why not look at Pidona? It's a lovely city. I guess it is sort of... not very... And something red just passed by. While I do know that Thomas went down the steps there to the left, I have to go in here, I have to go out and see him do that. Otherwise, he is just going to... Oh yes, I wanted to buy a rep here. Thanks for reminding me! I think the knight armor's better, so I'm just gonna grab some of that. And I lost my train of thoughts again. Oh yes, as pointed out, we have to see him go down there, which thankfully isn't being shown a second time. Otherwise, as I will show you in a few minutes after I've rested up, our next location we could not enter. These are the slums. I hate it when NPCs are in the way. Thomas went into this house. If we hadn't exited the armor shop and seen him go down the steps, this door would be locked. Although how it can be locked, since it's so bad I can just blow at it and it will open. Who are you? Why are you here? I followed you. I will never let you out of my sight again. Creepy. Thomas tells her that he's telling the woman over here, Muse, about his adventure in Shinon, by which he means how he met up with Monica and how they all went to Podol and all of that. One of the kids comes in and tells us that Mitch and Gon are in the Devil King's palace because Mitch went first, but she has come back. So we still have to rescue Gon. Although they have been repeatedly told, do not go and play there, cause it's dangerous. As you can tell from the name, this is where the Devil King resided when he first appeared. Duh. And this little thing appears every time we enter here, and it's kind of annoying. However, the Devil King's palace is now abandoned, although thieves and monsters have taken their place in here. As I said before, if you run into an enemy, you get into an ambush, meaning that they are the first ones that get to attack, and your formation is defaulted into free fight. Now, if you run, the enemies turn into shadows, making it much easier for them to sneak up on you. And I'd like to point out we have 2 new party members. Thomas has joined us at Muse's house, and Charles has joined us for the sake in case we want to exchange a party member. But if you look at his parameters, he's very weak and he's basically useless. That's because one of his arms is paralyzed. In a later side quest, we can fix that. One of the things is, we now have 5 party members which can be an active party, and Charles here is the background character. He is the inactive party member. He does not gain any HP or text or skills or anything like that, unless he's in the active party. With 5 party members, we now have more formations to use. Whirlwind, which, if you press Y, tells you any special effect it may have. I don't know what spell fusion does. And here we have Power Rays, which we got from Charles, which we can also get from Muse later on. Tri-Anchor, which I think we got from Robin. Desert Lands is basically the same as with 4 party members. And this is the Tiger's Cave. The Tiger's Cave we got from Nora, and the thing with that is that it raises our defense by a lot. As I said last time, there is a commander mode. This is when you switch your main character to be the background character. You do not directly control your parties then, you just tell them to use a certain strategy on enemies, like you're supposed to focus on one, although you can use multi-text or the big special magic later on. I never use commander mode because I prefer to have direct control over my characters. As for Thomas as a party member, as you can see from his levels, he's similar to the poet. He's kind of everywhere. And he already has water magic. As I said, I don't do much magic in this game. Thomas, although, comes equipped with a bow and a spear. And while he is pretty weak at first, he can become really good later on. Example, my In my English version, I am currently playing as him as my main character, because I heard that there's supposedly a side quest involving Tatiana that he can do, but as of yet I haven't noticed, and overall don't think it actually does anything. I will show you later on the reason why I'm having Katarina equip a rapier and the screwdriver tech. The first few levels of the Devil King Palace are kind of pointless, because any treasure chest you may see is already open and empty. Gon is in the right room here. However, we have no way of getting to him in the right room, so we have to go to the left one. You can't jump over this hole here. A lot of people think you have to press the run button and jump then, but just being next to it and pressing the jump button lets you run and jump. I was scared. That's okay. I hope you learned the lesson why you aren't supposed to go here. Now that we have gone, we pretty much done whatever we set out to do here. I, however, am gonna go to the lower levels so I can prepare things later on when I have to fight Arrakis. Because if you remember, one of the Abyss Gate locations that Johannes told us about was the Devil King Palace. I'm not gonna fight Arrakis right away. I'm not gonna fight him right away because you can't fight him as soon as you get to the room that eventually leads to him. By the way, don't miss this opening. I miss it a lot. This is an important chest. I think that was a haiku. In the English translation it was a poem about death, and I think here it was simply a haiku of 575 syllables. It's important because it's the very last side quest you can do in the game before approaching the final dungeon that you cannot run away from. This is why I came to the bottom. This is a teleporter, and we have to defeat the monster on top of it before we can use it. The teleporter is very helpful because it lets you go to the top of the palace again without going through all of this. And it's helpful because there's something you gotta do down here. Basically what we are doing here is going as far as we can into the Devil King Palace, just before the area where we can get into Arrakis's, let's call it a dungeon. The ring. Cast it into the fire! Basically, that's the reason why we came down here. You cannot get into Arrakis's area until you have a certain royal ring that the descendants of the Holy King hold. and the Holy King Descendant won't give you the ring until you have been to the bottom of the Devil King's palace. Short break here, because I'm gonna plunk a save state down, because this is where I died last time. And welcome back. I am changing a few things here because I died to the snake girls again. The snake girls are the reason why I gave Katarina an EP and the screwdriver tech. Screwdriver is very effective against female characters. Take that however you will. Let's hope I can kill them this time. If you remember my description of the Root Monica battle against these, you may remember that I pointed out that all the Snake Girl varieties in this game have nipples on them. I'll be honest, I didn't notice until I played this on a larger screen. I guess this is just one more reason why the game wouldn't make it out in America back then or now. Oh no, Thomas is down. How tragic. No! Nora is down! Quit killing them, you little bitches! Yeah, I don't care if they kill off Thomas, he's not gonna be in our party for very long anyway. Oh no, he's poisoned. Oh well. Usually, Robin does about 800 damage with one screwdriver, and that kills them instantly. Oh well. Stop that! You show him, Ellen. No, I already don't have any. Oh well. No, not yourself, stupid double click. Did I just tell it to... Oh. I put it on Nora when I wanted to put it on Robin. Oh well. Yeah, usually you're supposed to do this later in the game. But I didn't feel like that. One, because you already have to go down here or gone to begin with, and it's nice to just do something sooner rather than later. And you're gonna have to go down to the bottom anyway to see the scene that you need the ring, then go back up and then go back down to get into Arrakis himself. So I rather just do it sooner rather than later. But whatever, they're down. That's the main thing. Stupid goblins. Anyway, we have rescue gone, and this episode is now run for about 40 minutes, although I'm sure it'll be less once I have edited the damn battles out. Next time we are gonna rest up and then learn of a side quest that gives us so much money that has 3 parts that give us even more money, although once you have reached your limit of 10,000 Aurum, you kinda never need money again. So I'll see you next time.